Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Luminous coming guys with a Pro Dota commentary. Today I'll be casting the semi-final matches of the World Dota Championship between Panda and Nirvana China. I'm really looking forward to this series. Yes, we know the other Chinese teams such as DK, they're really strong, but I have never really watched how Panda plays. So personally, I'm really curious how they're going to be playing. Of course, I did cast the quarterfinal matches on Nirvana China as well, so I want to see how they're going to transition from IG.Z, I guess arguably a lesser opponent compared to Panda, and you know how they're going to meet up, how they're going to transition from picks and bans. And I'm really looking forward to this match. And here we go, the picks and bans already underway, and Panda right off the bat bans the puck, and I really agree with this ban because this hero, it's just ridiculous in terms of how the Chinese been playing it lately. He's definitely going to be one of the first few picks picked up. I definitely think that he deserves to be banned right in the beginning. But of course, when you do ban the puck, you know, you are letting some heroes in the pool, such as Shadow Demon right now in the pool, Bat Rider, Lycanthrope. Definitely, if he's not banned, he's going to get picked up as well. So we'll have to wait and see. Now, personally, I'm not too familiar with the Panda players, but they are pretty much household names, at least in the Chinese Dota scene. Of course, we have Hayabusa, I don't know what that is, Mu, Hao, Pan, and Yao Bai. So hopefully after these games, we will know them a little bit better. Shadow Demon is going to be the second ban, and Silverberg going to be the ban for Nirvana China. I think banning pushers against Nirvana.cn is definitely a good choice, because you see that in the past two games, they've been pretty pushy in terms of the hero. Of course, in game number 1, they just farm. But they definitely wanted to push in game number 1 with the hero as well. But in game number 2 was just absolutely easy push with Lycan and DK on Nirvana China's roster. So let's see if Lycanthrope's going to get banned up by Nirvana China, or if it's not going to get banned up, whether Panda's going to snatch that one, or they don't mind dealing with the Lycanthrope. Let's see how Panda is going to adjust to the usual very aggressive double semi-carry strat, double semi-carry pushing strat of Nirvana China. Nirvana China down to the final ban here. They do have a lot of choices in the pool. Lich is still worth a ban in my opinion. Ancient Apparition in the pool as well. Brewmother in there as well. Who am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting a really big hero. Not the Weaver. Oh, okay, whatever. They banned the Weaver and Panda right off the bat without thinking too much. Just going to pick up the Lycanthrope, and then we're going to see Windrunner and Brewmother. Okay, I really like this response because there's a couple of reasons. Well, Lycanthrope's not going to kill the heroes. That's pretty good because, well, guess what? You pop your 522 movement speed. I pop my Windrun. And then, of course, Brewmother has web movement speed bonus. Of course, Lycanthrope, if he really wants to kill these heroes, he could. just chase them to Earth's End and just kill them. But it's probably not worth the time. You know, like you're wasting your precious BKB charges. You're wasting your precious shapeshift time duration. So it's better off to chase other heroes. Now, just because the Lycanthrope can kill you doesn't mean that you're dealing with the Lycanthrope, because guess what? If the Lycanthrope decides to go on your racks, there's really nothing you could do. So there's a quandary that you're picking up heroes that, you know, don't die to Lycanthrope, but your buildings are still gonna die to Lycanthrope, because guess what? He's still a very great pusher. So, you know, that's gonna be the pick of choice for the Scourge. Sentinel is gonna respond with the Shaker pick. Not really too sure. Maybe Panda's gonna go for an all-out push, so they want to pick the Shaker themselves. They don't want the Scourge to pick up the Shaker right now. So, and let's say if they pick up a Chen right here, if they pick up a Furion right here, then the you know, the cat is out of the bag. There's no more surprises. Sentinel's definitely gonna go for pushing, picking up 2 pushing hero, and then picking up a strong counter pushing hero, so the enemy team don't pick it up. And there's gonna be a clockwork. So right off the bat, 3 melee heroes. I really dislike this. I think I said these, you know, several times in the past when I see the combination of these picks being picked up, because it's just too much stuff in the way, right? Like, if the cog is going to be there, the Lycanthrope just have to run around or have to right-click the cog, but in either case, just more stuff for him to do. Shaker Fissure is going to be nice, but again, how many times have we played heroes where one of our teammates fissures, and then we have to run around the fissure to do something because they messed up? So, we're going to have so much annoyance just from your teammates, not even from your opponents. Of course, these heroes picked up are pretty decent against Windrunner and the and the Brewmother. So there's that, but it's gonna be somewhat little. I was gonna say it might be difficult in terms of laning, but it's okay because Lycanthrope could go in the jungle. You could put Clockwork on the mid or on the side lanes, and then you put Shaker as the support to another, side lane. It's gonna be decent. Let's see how the Scourge is gonna respond from these 3 melee being picked up. Now I think 2 months ago I would have just completely. In this game I already spent a minute talking about how I don't like these 3 picks. 2 months ago I would have just went all out and spent at least like 10 hours on these 80 reasons why these 3 picks just don't work together. But again, lately we see more and more of a trend of multiple melees being picked up, and I think right in the beginning of introduction of 7-2F we saw a big surge of melee heroes being picked up. And since then, it has dropped down a little bit. And lately, we've been seeing a resurgence of melee heroes again. So, and this time, it's a legit resurgence because the old resurgence was, just kind of introducing things like Night Stalker and Anti-Mage into the competitive pool. But now it's like four melees in the pool. I think like 2 games ago I cast or 3 games ago I cast like a team with 4 melee heroes and they made it work. So, hey, Panda's gonna make this lineup work as well. And Scourge right now I believe is getting outpicked. I really believe is getting outpicked. Because if you pick up an Anti-Mage here, what does he do for you for the first 25 minutes in the game? Not so much. I mean, you could definitely craft a couple of lanes where you get your Anti-Mage a couple of kills. Let's say if you put a Crystal Maiden and Venom, like a lot of slows, Anti-Mage could blink in and grab a couple of kills. But even so, like for the first 25 minutes, he's not gonna do too much. And if if Panda decides to go into a push right now, they are gonna get that push off. It's basically like pushing 4v5, and Brewmother's not gonna do too much either. So yeah, really smart bans coming from Panda saying that, hey, you're gonna babysit your Anti-Mage, not with Lich, not with Crystal Maiden. Those are the 2 preferred babysitters, because of course Lich could deny the creeps and gonna give a lot of passive EXP to the Anti-Mage. Of course, Crystal Maiden could play a lot more aggressive with that Anti-Mage with double nuke and double disable. So really smart bans here. Witch Doctor can be a very strong pick here. Witch Doctor really good against melee hero because they tend to clump a lot, so that Maledict will have a high chance of grabbing multiple heroes. The cast will be bouncing really like crazy because they're going to be nearby each other's vicinity, and even though they have a lot of stuns, the Witch Doctor Death Void can do a lot of damage. So I'm hoping again that Nirvana China will pick up a Witch Doctor because it will just fit their strategy really nicely, and I will just counter this Panda strat really nicely as well. Scourge waiting for the last ban. I think they should be banning some range support. Ancient Aberration would be a very decent ban indeed, and that's a higher chance they're gonna pick into a Witch Doctor. Panda would not be too shabby off with the Witch Doctor themselves because they could be using some because right now they don't have that much range. Witch Doctor's range, just if you guys don't know, Witch Doctor is becoming one of my favorite supports, and I'm just hoping to have the pro players play a couple. We're gonna see a Venomancer indeed. So the laning is gonna be as follows. We're gonna see some type of Veno Shaker, most likely a Clock, and then a Lycanthrope. Now depending which lanes they're gonna go into, depending which jungle they're gonna go into. Now that's up for tops, especially depending with their last pick. They might pick into a solo here. They might pick into a better jungler and then put the Lycan in the lane. I heavily doubt that because there's only a very few heroes in the game that jungle's better than Lycan. We'll have to see. Beastmaster is going to be IG.Y's answer to the Lycanthrope, which is a decent answer considering that a 4-second stun is a formidable way to deal with it, and they do have 3 melees as well. And now seeing the 3 melee on Scourge, suddenly this cog pick, the cog from the Clockwork, suddenly looks pretty good. Shaker Fissure suddenly looks pretty good because they have to deal with the same annoyance that you have to deal with. Okay, I still don't like 3 melee picks with Cogworks, Cockworks, Mana Hero, CW. Too many melees, just too many stuff in the way. I don't like this. So right now you're looking at Panda. You're lacking you have decent disable. Okay, you have a Fissure, you have some battery assault and cogs, but overall you're lacking in terms of disables. Do you want to push is the question. You want to go for the late game is the question. Do you want to go for double semi carry is the question. Like right now in the Panda lineup, they are very versatile. They could switch it up. I mean, they could put the Veno on the support. They could put Veno as a farmer. They could definitely put like in the jungle. They could put in the lane, depending what solo they want to pick up next. So this very last pick is basically gonna tell Scourge, okay, here is how we're gonna beat you, and let's see what they're gonna pick up here. And it's gonna be a Rasta, nice. So we're gonna see some type of ganking, and we're definitely gonna see a lot of pushing. And this is a true testament of how versatile this Central lineup so far has been, because they could do so much. Like, okay, Lycan could semi-carry, he could push, he could gank. Yes, you could gank with Lycan because he has a really low cooldown with the Shapeshift. Clockwork could go for map control, he could gank. Venomancer could go for support, he could go for some sort of semi-carry if you give him enough farm. And this game, he's going to go farm for Arcane Mecha for sure. And this last pick is going to determine the fact that, okay, we're going to push. We're going to gank and we're going to push. And they could do that very easily, because Rasa Wards plus Lycan Wolf, are you going to try to fight that? I don't think so. So now Scourge is like, oh shit, how are we going to deal with this? Anti-Mage is going to have nothing on this Rasa. Maybe if Anti-Mage blinks in and drop off a Mantia style and right-click the Rasa, then they could deal with the Rasa. But that's you know, hours from now. You know, right in the beginning, oh, there's a Witch Doctor pick. Yay! So let's see how they're going to be laning this. They most likely going to put, I want to say, Windrunner on support. They're going to do some type of Witch Doctor Anti-Mage lane. Of course, you solo the Beastmaster, and then you're going to put, yeah, Windrunner is going to be buying the support. It's going to be played by L. L is generally the carry player. Very curious. So it looks like he's going to go on the bot lane here and support the Windrunner. Of course, one of the benefit is having a supporting hero with the Broodmother is once the Broodmother hits level 3 or maybe even level 5, then you could actually spawn Spiderlings and then send them into the jungle, and then the Windrunner could get some EXP that way. Of course, she's a decent ganker with a Shackle Shot because it's a fairly long duration stun, so you can make it work. But it's definitely unorthodox. Of course, they are going into the jungle with 4 Observe Wards, getting ready to block off a lot of camps. Meanwhile, on the top lane here, we have Poor Man's Shield being picked up by the Anti-Mage. No Restorative, and hopefully Witch Doctor will have a whole ton. No, he doesn't have that much either, so they gotta either last it to a really, really quick, what you call it? Quick ring of health, or it's not gonna happen. Of course, look at this mid lane. I like this really cute move from Scourge. You're trying to, if the rocket comes down to the mid lane, they're saying, oh, there's a Witch Doctor mid. Oh, there's going to be a dual lane, you know, Witch Doctor Anti-Mage mid, but it looks like Beastmaster is going to be in the lane instead. He hasn't spent all 600 of his starting gold, so he has 350 or so saved up, yep. And that is going to be going for a quick bottle. All you really need is like 4 last hits, and you get your bottle. And that's why I personally love really this starting build, really much so. King J is going to be handling like Beastmaster. It's going to be good, as we see here. Windrunner is going to be warding off the camps, level 1 camps. Preventing this Lycanthrope jungle. And wow, look at the mass amount of camp blockage. It's gonna ward this one off as well. If he really does so, that is the entire jungle gone. Do we have a pair of Sentry Ward? We don't have a pair of Sentry Ward, so let's see how is how gonna respawn. Oh, pun intended. Yeah, let's see how he's gonna respawn, because he have all of the camp blocked off. Now of course Rattletrap does have a pair of Sentry Ward, so he can actually pass it off to the Lycanthrope. And that's going to be huge if he can actually like counter ward this one. That's going to give him a lot of his jungle back. Right now, right off the bat, actually Nirvana China is very, very prepared for this Panda lineup. Broodmother is going to have a lot of free farm, and there's really nothing you can do about it. As we see, Windrunner doing a little bit of physical harass against the Clockwork. Clockwork, the Stout Shield says, who are you shooting at? I'm going to come here and actually hit you back. You know, trading a couple of physical right hits here and there. Meanwhile, on the top lane here, we have very low amount of restorative on the top lane, but they're doing a fairly good job as in terms of keeping this Anti-Mage back. He's got 0 and 4. Anti-Mage finally picked up his first creep kills. Witch Doctor has very low creep kills as well. So Venomancer is going to have a fairly easy time in terms of free farming. Of course, this Shaker is going to keep him alive in doing so. And we do have, nope. Camp all blocked off. Windrunner in position. Gonna do even more harassment against this Lycanthrope. And here we go. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? This Windrunner is gonna pop his Windrun and what? Block off his camp? Is that his question? Gonna delay his jungling all together? He's gonna go for the Roche. And go for the Rune, excuse me, not go for the Roche. He's gonna find himself in soon. Oh, not gonna get too much. Got maybe like a second of regen. He's gonna block off this camp as well. Very shame that Wolfie gonna get picked off, and he's gonna just threaten to power shot these wave. Power shot, power shot, power shot. Right click. Oh, not gonna get anything. But yeah, successfully keeping Hao back because he's getting no farm. This camp is blocked off, and here comes the clock. Oh, he uses pair sentry ward already, so he's not gonna have a sentry ward as well. And this Windrunner very successfully has, delayed the camp. Now, of course, when you are delaying the camp like this, that means you won't be able to jungle up with your Broodmother. So you are losing that. But I think they will trade that. Like, my Windrunner doesn't get farm, and your Lycanthrope don't get farm. I think Nirvana China is willing to take that trade. So nicely done here, as we saw a little bit of engagement on the top lane against the Venomancer. And I really like this. Despite that they don't have too much too much restorative, I think they realize that this lane is not going to get any better if we wait, right? If you give Venomancer enough levels, he's going to start dropping down wards. It's going to be even more annoying than he is now. So we didn't even see the Shaker in lane, so let's make it go on that Veno. We know we're probably not going to get the kill, but let's try something anyways. Make him burn a salve at the very least. So they went for it, and it looks like Anti-Mate's going to need to pop his salve very, very soon. As you see a lot of harassment being popped down here and there, a lot of broodlings in the jungle. And this Windrunner might be jungling up, but yeah, every single camp is blocked off. And, nicely done by this Broodmother. He killed these webs over here, right? And this basically just messed up the creep pathing of these creeps. So the Scourge creep is gonna basically run all the way here, like past. You saw the creep was basically over here, and that's basically gonna allow the clock to lose a lot of XP. And guess what? The Brood could actually keep farming. Well, I don't know why these creeps. Oh, there you go. The creeps are coming this way. And if there's no creeps over here, the creeps will just run straight on this path across. So you gotta time it a little bit better, but you can make the creep pathing like go crazy. But it's okay, as you see a lot of harassment down on this Clockwork at half HP. That Styles here doing a lot of work in terms of keeping him alive, but just really not enough right now, as you see even more harassed with this Spiderlings, and then this is gonna be so annoying for this Clock, man. I feel for him right now, but Panda actually on the back foot of things, and now Windrunner going for a level 2, going to be trying to jungling up as well. Meanwhile, on the top lane here, Venomancer doing a fairly decent job in terms of harassing down the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage, how many creep kills he has? 14 and 7, so he's definitely caught up, as we see a teleportation going on the mid lane. Oh, that was just Beastmaster coming in lane, got harassed down a little bit. Let's check out how the mid lane is doing. 26 and 5 compared to 14 and 3, so mid lane's definitely being won by the Sentinel. Top lane, I want to say, is won by Scourge, because Anti-Mage is actually getting okay farm. And on the bot lane here, I say Broodmother is really easily winning this one. So Scourge winning 2 lanes. So Nirvana China, okay, they're having a fairly decent job. Beastmaster, of course, picking up Inner Beast. We've been talking about why picking up Inner Beast is definitely a new trend that the Chinese Beastmaster has been doing. And of course, that allows you to push a wave a little bit easier. With the having extra attack speed. Between your axes, you can actually out-nuke now, AoE and out-push most other... Oh, whoa! He has picked 2 levels of... 2 or 3 levels. Let me see where's talk. Okay, he has picked 2 level of Call of Wild, 2 level Axes, and 1 level Beast Inner Beast. So going all over the place with the skill build. That's going to be cool. As we see Windrunner in position, they're definitely looking for a kill. So if these guys are a little bit out of trouble, we're going to see a cast, we're going to see a Shackle Shot. And that could just be enough, but I do think they know. Yeah, they definitely know. Windrunner's been missing for a long time. Broodmother in position. Here comes a haste at Rasa, looking for the Brood. Brood's going to be running out, and oh, he's going to be circling around. He's going to be fine. And Rasa definitely guessed in the wrong spot. Oh, he's going to be still here. Do we have a dust? Did we have a dust? Where's the Hex? Where's the Hex? No Hex right now. There's a Shackle, and here comes the Clockwork. He's walking in very slowly, and the Rocket should bring him down. No, Rocket, don't get to deny. There's no deny here because the creep count was blocked off here. First blood is being played by Yao. Yao Bai? Yeah, Yao Bai is going to pick it up. And what the hell? You guys hear that? That was a cry of a feral beast, and we see Rasta War being dropped off on the bot lane, and they are going to finally push down a tower themselves. Nicely done. Clockwork with the haste rune. And oh man, I'm gonna close the window real fast, okay? Sorry. Always nice to drop down wards because don't want to ever get ganked by that Lycan Wolf outside your window. And of course, Luminous definitely has the ward control, so no problem there. Yep, Panda get that first tower push. And again, I really love Rasa, that user. Every time they use their wards, should be one tower down, and they got that tower down. Rasa's definitely going to go for Arcane Boots, and most likely going to go for Django afterwards as well. Going to give him a lot of mana to work with. Going to give him a lot of support. Or he may want to go for a Force Staff. Not a bad choice as well. Witch Doctor is going to swing to the mid lane, maybe look for the 8-minute rune in the mid lane here. We have Windrunner getting a little bit EXP. Beastmaster evidently has hit level 6, has a TP score as well. Going to be looking for a gank, but little does he know, Clockwork might be thinking of the same thing. Clockwork going to pick up a Vid Booster, I presume right now. Indeed he will. And right now Sentinel kind of scaring the Scourge. Scourge being very, very far back. As you see here, Hawk is going to be popped right now. Anti-Mage is free farming on the top lane now. He does have a Bring Health finish, and he's probably going to go for the Battle Fury build. I will pick it up. I will talk about why that build is good when he does pick it up. But looks like we have a push going on the mid lane here. Rasa, does he have the ward is the question. Does he need to drop the ward? I don't think he really does. Yeah, they're going to just really power down this tower, and they could actually go for the next tower again if they have the wards up. Indeed, they do. Yep, they're going to go for this next tower. And this is the pushing power that Sentinel's got, and this is why I said I don't like the fact that they picked up Anti-Mage, because what is Anti-Mage going to do against this? Nothing. So really, really strong pushing combination coming from Panda here. And Panda really, yep, they're going to be really ahead in terms of gold. They're going to got one tower here. They got two towers here. Of course, Broodmother doing the best thing that they could. Says, you push one of my tower, I'll try to push down one of yours. Let's see who's going to get the last hit. It's going to be, it's going to be Moo, which is going to be the Rasta himself. We look at, we have a smoke being popped. Are they going to go for a gank on the top lane is the question, or maybe a gank on the Broodmother? They're not going to pop it right now. There's a pop on a smoke. Do they have dust is the question. No, there's a single dust on the Rasta. Let's see if the Brood realize. Brood's going to go into his whip. Now the cool thing with ganking a Brood with smoke is that you could use the fact that, hey, it's going to be revealed and to your advantage. You could basically scout with that dust, and now they know. Where's the dust? There's a dust, there's a hex, there's a fissure. Not the best chain stun, but there's going to be a shackle. Every single stun goes on the Broodmother. Everything going fairly nicely for Panda, and they're showcasing that they need to know, they know exactly what they need to do to win the game. When your Rasa wards are down, go for a gank. When they're up, go for a push. Easy way to play Rasa, and really successful at doing so far. Scores 2-0. But the tower score is 3-0, 3-1. And so we see a gank attempt on the top lane here. Smoke up on King J. Can they get the kill on the Venomancer? Venomancer very low HP, and he is going to go down for sure. There's a roar on him. Can they get the kill? Looks like, oh, yep. Sea King's going to grab that kill, and that was the first kill going to Sea King. Nicely done. Going to pick up a Belt of Drying Strength. Evidently a little bit worried about his survival, and against a Venomancer, you got to worry about that as well, because his ultimate combo can do quite a bit of damage. Let's see. Blink at level 2. That's interesting. So he definitely got a level of spell shield in there somewhere. Power Tread going to be finished, and a magic wand being picked up. So Anti-Mage off to an okay farm. I want to say he's got 4 minutes. Definitely not what you want to aspire to be if you're seeking, but enough. But the thing is, how would they respond when the push are coming their way? And Rasa, ward cooling down. Yes, that means they're gonna go for a push. What you gonna do about it? Scourge evidently asking the same question themselves, because no one's rotating top. They're going to give up this tower for free. And guess what? With the Lycanthrope in position, they probably don't even need to drop off the ward. They might drop off the ward seeing how high HP this tower is, but they really don't need to. Let's see if they're going to do it though. Nope, they're not. They're like, okay, we have a lot of guys here. They have no one going to defend this. We're going to just push that top for free and just go to second tier tower. Are you guys going to defend? If you're not, we're going to just not going to drop the ward. Going to push with a right click on the Lycan and just keep going. Keep going and going and going and energize their bunny, you guys. This and get, oh, sorry, did I say this tower was lost for Sentinel? It's still up. Never mind. So the tower score is 4-0. Soon to be 5-0. They are going to drop the ward for this one here. And Lycanthrope and Rasta. Kind of a good 1-2 punch in terms of the push. 5 towers down in 12 minutes. And guess what? This is not one of those suicidal pushing teams. They could transition to mid-game fairly decently. You can see Vlad is finished. Medallion Courage is going to be the next item of choice here. I don't think BKB is going to be the item of choice for Lycanthrope, because there is a Beastmaster Roar on the other side. So that means he's going to go for Necro 3 instead, which is good. which is gonna be a good pushing item nonetheless, as we see the Scourge guys maybe going for the Roche Pit if they need to. Clock getting a little bit of valuable farm time on the bot. He does have the Vanguard finish. Of course, the Vanguard can be purchased when you're up by 5 towers. I think they're gonna go for Roche, or they're gonna go for a push. They're gonna meet up with the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor gonna get fissured. Fissured's gonna find a Witch Doctor. Enchant Totem. Oh, 522 movement speed going on the Wolf. Oh, trying to get the block. Couple hits. Oh, look at this. Witch Doctor Shackle Shot is gonna hit. Miss. Like a Wolf still chasing right now. But that, wow. Haste Rasa comes in with the KS. Well, not really KS. Got the kill. And they could just go with the push. Rasa wards coming off cooldown fairly soon. Yep, just 30 seconds or so. They could wait for this if they want to. They probably don't even need it. Rasa being so efficient with those wards. Every time you drop the wards, gets tower kills. And here we go. Sentinel gonna be claiming the last exterior tower, and that is the issue of not picking up enough AoE supports, not picking enough tanky heroes to prevent the lycanthrope to get into terms of positioning. And that is the benefit of having a lycan on your team, because you could just do so much. And now they're going to transition back to getting an Aegis, and then after they get the Aegis, they are heal up and then go for all mid push game. I could write the script of this game because it's just so clear. It's so clear. Where's the medallion though? They definitely want to pick that one up. It is coming right now. There's a medallion. There's a buckler. Yep. Nicely done. Mecha being picked up on the Shadow Shaman, so he's rich. They're gonna shackle him as well. And right now we see Anti-Mage trying to get something happen, but it really doesn't matter what he gets right now. He could have a Battle Fury right now. He could have a Vanguard right now, and he definitely will have the Battle Fury soon. But excuse me, Vanguard soon. But it's not gonna be enough, as we see here. Sentinel going for the mid push, and gonna be GG soon. Anti-Mage, maybe he's kind of try to get himself. No, he's not going to even bring down this tower. Brewmother trying to push spot. I was going to say maybe they could bring down the tower and get his team a little bit of extra gold to work with in the next team fight, but that's not going to be it. As we see Rasa going to walk up the hill, drop down the wards. Brewmother just need to go back and heal. Glyph probably on cooldown at this point. Where's the TP from the Brood? Where's the TP from the Anti-Mage? Tower half HP. There's a Mecha being popped. Shackle Shot is not going to hit the Lycan Wolf, unfortunately. And they're going to try to bring down these racks. Racks is going to bring down like Anti-Mage at half HP. That Vanguard actually doing a lot of blocking, but the Wolves, yep, tower is going to go down. Moo's going to pick that one up, and woo, these guys really low in HP. Meanwhile, Sentinel pretty low in terms of HP themselves. They are out of Mecha at this point, all at half HP. They need a Django. They need an Urn. They don't have any of those. Rasa doing a lot of nukage. And here comes Witch Doctor being ever so annoying with this nuke. Of course, we have the Clockwork threatening to hook in. Let's see if you get one in. Maybe on the Windrunner, maybe on the Witch Doctor. But nope, looks like we just have the wards. Look at so many wards being dropped down by the Veno, and that was a push. No resistance being claimed up by the Scourge. Mid racks down, and they're gonna go for probably the bot racks as well. Not even gonna go back to push, because everyone's HP and mana is just full. Multiple arcane boots keeping them up. There's the Urn of Shadows. Now, Urn of Shadow generally not a standard item on Shaker, but this game's gonna be good because you're aiming to end the game so very quickly, anyways. And of course, they've been grabbing a lot of free kills, so having the free kills being picked up will fuel your Urn charges. As we see a regen rune being bottled on the bot lane, and the top lane, no Urn being bottled. It's going to be a Lycanthrope picking up a haste rune. I think it's a little bit, maybe a little bit of waste. I think giving it to a clock would be nice, but that's okay. As we see Scourge going to be pushing bot. I like what they're doing here. They're going to have the Shaker solo push for maybe a little bit, maybe wait for Lycans to get up a couple levels, maybe wait for him to get a couple of items as well. Giving Shaker a couple necessary levels is nice. You want to buff up his aftershock damage, so his Echo Slam will do a lot of damage, so his Fissure will do a lot of damage. And Scourge responding correctly, saying that, ooh, they're letting out the pressure here, so let's try our best to push out as much as we can. Because guess what? They are going to be pushing us so very quickly, so we need to try to get as much map control as possible. And because of that, because of what they're doing, they are going to get themselves one tower, at the very least. So Nirvana China at least strategically going to be making the right move. Witch Doctor should be throwing the cast. Indeed, he is going to do that right now. But no, Scourge says, not going to give you that much time, as we're going to push right now. I think Brewmother with the Brewlings might be a push on the tower. No, I don't think they are going to do enough damage. And here we go. Scourge gonna get pushed upon. Where's the Lycanthrope though? They really need to wait for the Lycanthrope before they really start with this push. A lot of wards being dropped down. Of course, Sentry Ward dropped down as well against that Broodmother. Beastmaster level 8. Inner Beast at level 1 still. Maxing that Hawk, of course. And here we go. Here comes the Lycanwolf. Wards being dropped down. There's a Hex on him as well. Wow, a lot of nuke on the Broodmother. Broodmother gonna go down. Shaker, very low HP. Is he gonna go down is the question. Yeah, no, he's gonna be fine. He is gonna be fine. We have a buyback, but it looks like nice power shot. Gonna pick off the tower. Looks like these wards really low as well, but looks like they are gonna do the job. Anti-Mage getting picked up. Wow, nice shackle shot on Hero. Nirvana.cn defending this a lot better, but looks like he does have the Aegis, so he doesn't really care at this point. Looks like they are gonna defend this very, very nicely. They did have to use a buyback for it, but they did save a rack, so well done by Nirvana.cn. Still showing some sign of life. I wonder whether they can defend this a couple more times, because they do have double semi-carries of the Anti-Mage and the Broodmother, so they do pack a punch. Of course, Windrunner not too bad as well. Windrunner playing decently with those shackle shots. Of course, we see another Windrunner picking up Soul Ring. Evidently, mana is an issue for her, so trying her best to defend this. Need to pop her Windrunner or something. Gotta be very careful of the rocket as well, because that could actually kill her if you drop her low enough HP. But right now, I think Scourge in that last engagement, they really need to get the positioning on the fight. The roster wards did give them momentary positioning. I'm not too sure why Shaker lost so much HP so quickly, but he did, and he went down very quickly. Clockwork was down fairly quickly as well. They did kill the Broodmother, but Gui evidently had a buyback, so he was able to come back here, and he's going to get his BKB fairly soon. Unfortunately, they don't have the bot tower for them to get some extra gold, but he's going to send them in the jungle. Again, Nirvana.cn making the smart move, pushing out the creep wave, especially this lane. They need to push out this creep wave as much as they can, because you know that's the lane that the Sentinel is going to be pushing. Of course, Sentinel can push top. I mean, they can, but the tower on the bot is severely more damaged, and it's just smarter for the Sentinel to push the bot tower. Broodmother is going to just camp his a spidery butt on the bot lane, and it's going to just prevent this push as long as possible. But he's got to be fairly careful. You don't want to get ganked, especially when you're so close to your BKB, and you probably don't have to go for buyback. Clockwork got a cloak for himself. Probably need to pick up maybe a little bit of armor. Wouldn't be bad, because the Anti-Mage and the Broodmother and the Beastmaster do a little bit of physical damage. Of course, if Vlad does give you +5 armor. But I think picking up a Blade Mail wouldn't be bad in this occasion. But he's going to go for a Pipe, which is a lot more boring, but a decent item. It's okay. It is okay. We're going to see Rasta going to be on the bot lane. He does have the drum picked up as well. And Shaker, does he have the Blink Dagger is the question. He should be extremely filthy rich. Nope, he doesn't. He sold just to have 100 gold. Is it coming from the Crow? I have no idea what he got. He got a TP scroll and put it to the mid lane. Gonna try to defend this tower as well. We have Necro 2 on the Crow. Is it gonna be Lycans? Yep, Lycans Necro 2. Maybe they're waiting for Necro 3. And right now there's really no rush for these for the Panda team to win the game. No rush as in they have about 10 minutes left. Which I say is no rush, because you know that's a lot of time for you to farm up decent items. They could go for Wake for another Aegis. That's probably exactly what they're doing. Both teams smoked up looking for someone, and this Venomancer gotta be very careful. And looks like that. Oh, there's a shackle shot him right now, and there's a roar, and there's a couple right clicks for the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage gets the kill, and are they gonna transition or something right now? Oh, looking for the Hex. It does get a really quick blink out, unfortunately. Are they gonna push this without their Venomancer? I guess they are. Yep, they're gonna just do it without the Venomancer. Venomancer dropped an ult, which ultimately everyone did healed up, but that definitely made them waste a little bit of time. They are not in the best of position. Are they gonna go? I don't think they need to. Yeah, they're gonna just take a chill, and wait. Lycanthrope gonna go in the jungle. He does have a Necro 3 finish. Next item choice is probably gonna be a Heart or an AC. Heart would be really nice to increase his survival power. Oh no, excuse me, they do have the Aegis of Immortal. I thought he dropped it in the last team fight. Venomancer is TPing in, and he's walking all the way bot for that push. And here we go. Venomancer does have Drum, have a Vit booster as well, 1255 HP. And let's see what the Scourge items have. They have Beastmaster, doesn't have anything. Windrunner doesn't have anything. Witch Doctor doesn't have anything either. Broodmother does have the BKB, I presume. Yeah, but gotta be careful. The Chain Stun is gonna get shackled. No, they don't want to go on her right now. And what does the Anti-Mage have? Anti-Mage doesn't have a Yasha yet. Just the Vanguard. Just a couple components to the Yasha. He would like to finish it right now. Does he have buyback? Nope. No buyback for the Scourge. No items for the Scourge. If they lose this fight, the game is over. Let's see if the Scourge team is going to run in right now. They do have a level 12 Rastas. That's a level. Yeah, there's the wards. Not the bestly placed wards because they're not going to hit. Not all of them is going to hit the melee racks, but all the spells are being dropped off right now. Rasta gets BKB. Right click on. Here come. Oh, nice hex on him. Echo Slam being dropped as well. They are going to pick off the Anti-Mage. No buyback as well. We have Witch Doctor doing some damage, but here comes Lycanthrope. Triple kill being picked up. Game number 1 easily. Ultra kill. Panda How says, "You gonna ward off my jungle? You wonder how I'm gonna respond to that?" Well, this is how he's gonna respond to that. I have no idea how he actually got up the farm, because ideally that's what you do. I actually should have paid a little bit more attention to the Lycanthrope. How did he actually get up the farm? Maybe it was off the pushes, because he definitely wasn't too farm, but then like immediately they got I think Rasa came in with a gank, and then they just pushed. They pushed bot lane, and then they push mid lane twice, and then they just never look back. They were up. Look at the tower advantage right now. They are down 2 towers, and they took everything out. So Sentinel, I think this game was really in a case of outpick. The Anti-Mage third pick is a really risky move, right? It gave Panda the team an opening to go, okay, we're gonna just push you, and they pick Rasta, and that, to me, that was the game. It was a good picking for the Sentinel that did it. So nicely done by the Sentinel. And that was the game number 1 between Panda and Nirvana China for WDC semifinals. I'll be bringing you game number 2 and game number 3 if there is a game number 3. And I hope you guys enjoyed the series so far. This is Luminous signing off. See you guys.